Hello, everyone. Terrence here with Hollywood Already Did It, and the first trailer for Nobody, the new action thriller starring Bob Odenkirk, is dropped. Let me give you my thoughts and reaction right after the jump. Real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you'll be among the first to know. So, Nobody is a new film from the director of Hardcore Henry, which I don't think anyone but me and my co-host of the podcast, Hollywood Already Did It, saw. But it was the movie that was sort of like a video game where it was all shot in first person the entire film. Great concept, and it actually wasn't that bad of a film. It's just a hard process to sit through. So this is the second directorial film from that director, and it's produced from one of the folks who was on John Wick and Deadpool and Atomic Blonde. Um, Starring Bob Odenkirk, I don't think of Bob as being the person who to back behind an action thriller. Uh, he doesn't seem like the action star, but I would imagine that Liam Neeson, before he became this old grizzled action star, didn't seem like much of that to anybody either. So let's take a look at this first trailer and see what we got. For those who know, I keep saying his name like everybody knows. Bob Odenkirk is on Better Call Saul. He's the lead, and he was on Breaking Bad as well. Just to kind of give a little bit of that's I'm saying that name as if that's a household name. My apologies. All right, we're gonna start this trailer up now. Got the red screen, so it's about to be violent. Like it.
So they took maybe $20 and an old watch? Mr. Madsen, did you even take a swing?
No. Could have taken her, Dad. Heard you had some excitement last night. I wish they'd have picked my place, you know?
Why didn't you take him out?
I was just trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
You okay? Because you don't look okay.
Mike's in there too.
There's a long dormant piece of me. Not so very badly wants out.
What are you still doing here, old man?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Anytime
It's
you
been a hell of a day.
syncopate the beats with the punching, you got
For
it.
12 years, I worked for some very dangerous people.
Everybody get to the basement.
What is happening?
Don't call 911.
Oh, you thought you had a bitch for a husband. Ah, son.
The last guy anyone wants to see at their door. Because it meant you didn't have long to live. But I left it behind to start a family. I might have overcorrected.
When you've left, you've abandoned a certain debt that needs repayment.
This feels like John Wick, where he's like, I retired, I stopped. But instead of becoming like a husband with a dog, he became a husband with a family. That's about the only difference.
Family.
And I'm alright with that.
My kitty cat bracelet.
You don't fucking do that. Give me the goddamn kitty cat bracelet!
You look like shit, Dad.
You should see the other guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
In theaters only February 26th.
That looks fun. I'll say this: the one thing that I will say about Hardcore Henry is the action was frenetic and insane, and I think if you get somebody like that doing what is more of a not less of a stylized film and more of a traditional action film, I think you'll see that he's got an eye for this, and having the ear or the backing of the gentleman who did uncredited John Wick and Deadpool and Atomic Blonde. I think we're in for a treat. Bob Odenkirk's one of those guys who can do sort of anything. He's great at drama. He's done comedy. And now we get to see an action thriller. And I think what helps this, sort of like John Wick, although people will say what they will about Keanu's dramatic acting ability. Bob Odenkirk's a very dramatic actor. So the moments where we have to have the quote unquote levity, or the moments where we have to get emotionally invested in this character, I think are going to work, and it'll pay off even more for the action sequences when he's just beating the living tar out of everybody. So I'm all in. This looks fun. This is one of those films that was delayed because of COVID, which, I mean, what film hasn't been, if it was supposed to come out this year? This is supposed to be an August film, and it's been really pushed to February. Hopefully. I think we're at the point now where when these dates are pushing to the next year, unless it's a big 300 or $200+ million film, I think they are just going to release it in theaters, and then eventually within a 2 to 3 week window, put it out on digital demand or VOD. Because I don't see theaters being okay enough to open and house an entire theater in February. I think vaccines will just start going out, and it's going to be the first wave where it's getting to the essential workers. I don't think theaters are going to actually actively get open the way that we used to think that they are until probably June and July, and I don't think people are going to be comfortable until probably late August, early September. So, however we get it, I'm down. I want to check out Nobody. What did you guys think about the trailer? Go ahead and leave your comments in the comments below. If you haven't, you can follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI, or you can hit us up on email at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We also have a podcast with the same name that is on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that plays podcasts. We're there. We also have a sister podcast called You Can't Do That Anymore that is also wherever podcasts are played. On that show, we talk about all the classic films like Gone with the Wind or Back to the Future or Weird Science, and look at American Beauty and look at what they did back then when they came out and see if those are things that they can still do today. It's a fun little look. Sometimes it gets comedic, sometimes it gets super serious, but it's a look at films from yesterday and see if there's any way we can do and clean up, or is the film quote unquote canceled, which I hate that word. But like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.